This is Nick. Nick works a crushingly boring 9 to 5 job.
I like my job. I write for Gizmag.
Crushingly boring. And Nick doesn't have long to live.
What?
He'll be dead and buried in a few short decades. Nick needs a motorcycle to inject some fun into his dreary, dull existence.
Oh, wait a minute.
Nick's burdensome responsibilities make him time poor. His windows for enjoyment are limited, but we've identified these times as possible opportunities for fun.
What is this?
That's precious little time, so Nick needs a bike that'll pack maximum fun into minimal time, and with Nick's very limited budget. Which bike looks like the most fun, Nick?
The blue one?
Wrong, Nick. That's a sports bike. Lots of fun for track days or if you're going super fast. But you're not going super fast, are you?
I don't even have a license.
You need something that delivers maximum fun at legal speeds where you'll be doing 90% of your riding. And we're going to suggest this, the Yamaha MT-09. Here's the recipe. One brand new 850cc 3-cylinder cross-plane engine, a body shape that sits somewhere between the phaser and the hypermotard, a featherlight wet weight of just 188 kilos. That's the same as a Gixxer 600, Nick, but it's got loads more power and torque everywhere. It gets a fairly frugal 5.5 litres per 100 kilometres, which is handy, because you need to be frugal to get more than 200k out of a 14-litre tank. Most importantly, Nick, it goes like a bat out of hell, and the front wheel is just about ornamental in the first couple of gears. If it's fun you're after, Nick, this bike is absolutely bonkers.
Listen, I just live around the corner and I kind of like my bicycle.
We thought you might say that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now, there's 3 things you're immediately going to notice from the back seat. Firstly, the back seat's tiny and pretty uncomfortable. It probably doesn't feel all that safe. But don't worry, Nick, because the front seat feels like an ergonomic chair. Secondly, the throttle is super snatchy. It's actually not that hard to get it fixed, but for the meantime, you're going to have to cuddle up tight. And thirdly, you'll notice the suspension feels like it wants to pogo stick you off into the bushes. That's because this is a budget bike, Nick. It costs less than a lot of 600 class naked bikes. It's criminally underpriced. Yamaha had to save money somewhere. But you know what the good news is?
I get to go home now?
The good news is the suspension is more than adequate to get you going. And if you can save up a few $100, you can take it down to your local suspension guru and get it sorted right out. Anyway, those 3 things aside, Nick, this is our pick for the best fun bike of 2014 so far. But don't take my word for it. It turns in beautifully. That lightweight really lets you throw it from side to side, don't you think, Nick? And the engine! Excessive power right through the rev range. Just what you want to give you a jolly shunt out of a corner, if you can keep that front wheel down. It's a great little bike to commute on, Nick, but it's also wonderful for a gentle Sunday bimble to relax if you've had a stressful week. I'm not gonna lie, Nick, I don't think this is a good-looking bike. Certainly not up to Yamaha's usual lofty standards, but it looks a lot better when you know how it can make you feel, don't you think?
I think I'm gonna vomit.
Well, I don't think it looks that bad, Nick. But if you have $2,000 extra, you can get the street rally version that's a bit better looking. But we don't ride for vanity, old chap. We ride for the thrill of it. Go with the standard version and you've got $2,000 left over to shout Friday drinks at your crushingly boring office.
It's your office too, you fucking maniac. You sit right next to me.
So what do you think, Nick? Is this the bike for you or what?
What do I think? I don't think this is about me at all. I think this is about you and showing off that you get to ride these sick motorcycles. I'll have to sit there and write about quantum physics. I think you're just being an asshole.
Maybe.